Yo, hello everyone, Ivan Oman is my name, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Last time in my YouTube videos I was basically talking about how to simplify life with technology. Basically it was how to use the different applications that are within, that you can use maybe on a PC or on your phone. So for this time around we shall be looking at information literacy, that deals with basically how you get the information, from where you get it from, how you analyze it, how you come up to a conclusion of a certain topic or something. We shall also look at how to do citing. We shall look at how to do various things that are highly recommended to do when you are maybe doing a research, or maybe you are doing maybe a coursework and you're supposed to hand it in. So this is like the introductory video, sorry. So for this video I'll just be going through some small basic things that you need to know about information literacy. So for information literacy, like I said, this is the introduction video. We shall have a video about the information sources, which are basically the primary and the secondary. But the primary is gotten from the primary is gotten like direct from the person who has witnessed the scene, or from the real source. Then for secondary, it is mainly about someone sitting down thinking about what the primary source gave him, so that like you analyze it, interpret it. Then after looking at the sources of information, we shall look at the research strategies, how different information can be got from different sources. Then we shall also look at plagiarism. So plagiarism is mainly concerning mainly people, for those guys who do courseworks, like someone's like doing your work in a way that is different from the original source. Because if you're doing coursework, you sit down, after sitting down you analyze someone's work. After analyzing someone's work, then you also come up with your own work. You can either maybe do it through paragraphing, or you can do what they call summarizing. But all that, you can do all that, but at the end of it all you do a plagiarism. And plagiarism is highly punishable according to the law. You can be arrested, you can be it's basically not a good thing to be done, but you can avoid plagiarism. We shall also have a video about that, how to avoid plagiarism through different ways. Then from after plagiarism we shall look at citing. So citing is all about how you mention someone's name, how you appreciate someone's work in your own work. Like you're bringing out someone's idea but giving him a credit for what he did, like showing her is the one who did it, maybe in this year, or maybe this is the journal he wrote or the novel he wrote. So that is all about the videos that we are going to make this time around. So let us look at information literacy. So looking at information literacy is basically all about looking at, it's like in Uganda, it's a course unit that focuses on developing the skills needed to find or evaluate, use and communicate information effectively. So like that is a simple definition of information literacy. But we can get other definitions of information literacy. For example, like as I said in my first videos, you have to simplify your work. So simplifying work, we shall use ChatGPT. So when we go to ChatGPT, we shall look for the different maybe definitions. information literacy. So like here we have information literacy is a broad concept that can be understood in several different ways depending on the context. And here are some of different definitions. Like you can define information literacy in your own way, how you understand it best. Like they are given different sources, like according to ALA, information literacy is the ability to recognize when the information is needed and to locate, evaluate, and use the needed information effectively. So there are different definitions of information literacy. So that is for the definition of information literacy. Then we shall also look at the importances of information literacy. Some of the importances of information literacy is that it helps you to make up a decision. Like for example, if you get information, when you get your information, like you have to analyze the information, and analyzing is basically in the secondary sources of information. After analyzing it, you have to sit down and be like, you also internalize it. After internalizing, then you come up with a conclusion or a step that is supposed to be done so that you can have the best alternative, the best option, the best opinion out of it. So another importance of information literacy is academic success. This one can be witnessed through the research that is made by students, through the coursework that they write. Because when you study information literacy, you shall look at ways of avoiding things like plagiarism. You shall look at things like citing, how to cite. In research, you shall look at things like referencing, which are very essential when it comes to the academia of this world, to the world. So there is also critical thinking and decision making. I already talked about decision making, and for decision making, it basically comes to critical thinking. For you to come up with the best alternative, the best decision, you must first think thoroughly. Then another importance of information literacy is responsible use of information. Like if you have to get information, how are you going to use that information to have an impact on your society? It's not all about receiving the information, but it's all about what you do after receiving the information. So that is another importance of information literacy. Then there is digital and media literacy. For example, information literacy is not all about getting information from every day like in the society. It's all about also getting information about the different technology, how technology is developing, how technology is doing things in its way, how it is making life easier for people, the effects of technology basically. So there is also personal development. Yeah, as I was saying, for personal development, it's all about helping an individual to keep like updated to some information like that, like things that are happening around a person, like for example in a country. Like you keep updated. For example, in case you're going to have elections, keep updated. You'll be knowing how the elections are going on in different parts of the district, like for example through watching like on live TVs. Then for talk more about personal development, it also encourages learning beyond formal education. Like there's something that you'll discover on your own through using different technology sources. Like for example, when you're on a phone, you'll end up discovering some things that are not told about you, maybe by the manufacturer or by the teacher. For example, maybe using a laptop, there's something that you will discover on your own as you. So like as I said, like we have, this is the introductory video of the information literacy. We shall look at also other things like the key concepts and terms describe information literacy. Like for example, if I talk about citing, if I talk about referencing. Those are the key terms that we shall look at. Then the purpose and the audience of the potential sources. We shall look at the purposes of this information literacy. I've talked about the purpose, but I just categorized them under the importance. That is the purpose of information literacy. Then also we are looking at discussing the key concepts that describe information literacy. I've already talked about that. Then exploring generation information sources to increase familiarity with literacy. We shall talk about all those in the next videos. Thank you very much for watching. See you again in the next video. Thank you very much.